Right, hello everyone, welcome. We're running against the time here. I am very late because dinner was later than intended. So I need to sign in to get the game up. But hopefully we're all doing well. We're on a double stream today, which is stressful. We got this, then we got a break, and then we're going into career mode. So yes, very stressful. But I've got the United game up. Going to make sure that that is switched off. Haven't even tagged the stream. That's how badly I've done here. I haven't even tagged the stream. Gonna close that down. Is it gonna load the United game up? Or is it just gonna sit there and fucking buffer? Most likely just gonna sit there and buffer. Okay, it's up. Traore's on the bench, or Diallo. Cool. Alright. We're here. We're on. We're live. Stop, you bloody thing. Hopefully we can have a good result this game. I'm not counting on it though. I'm not counting on it. Okay. What's going on? I've gone for a very optimistic 3-1 to Manchester United. Players are taking the knee. I've got the timer ready. Let's put the timer. We've only just kicked off. There we go. Time's up. Time is up. Hello, Misty.
It's unbelievable, Jeff.
Oh, bloody hell. My phone's not on vibrate. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. I've got my pudding here. So, do excuse me while I eat into this. Nice video today. Thank you. We did too. When we do play games on stream, they're like a series. I will try and put the replay up of them on YouTube as a series as well, for people who can't or don't want to watch the stream. Who do you think we score first? I put Bruno to score first. We need to win this game. Gotta be a good game from Martial today. Ooh. Oh my god. What is Lindelof doing? And thank you for doing career mode tonight, otherwise I'll be so bored. I do enjoy career mode. Too many draws in the Premier League. Too many draws. Oh, Shelby. Oh, Jesus. Oh. De Gea. Doing well there. I watched the Leicester Villa game, and I watched the Arsenal City game. Interesting to see how Dan James plays today. What do I think of the 2-1 West Ham win today? If Newcastle lose this, are they in the relegation zone? No. And West Ham played well, from what I heard. Jesse Lingard getting himself a goal. Callum Wilson might get into relegation twice in a row. Well, Newcastle have been rubbish this season, haven't they? Can't create goals from out open play, which is a bit worrying for us because we can't defend set pieces. And what are Newcastle good at? Set pieces. Why is Harry Maguire so far up? Almiron coming now. Oh, good recovery from Maguire. Good recovery. I mean, it won't take much to beat Joel Linton in a race. He's slow as hell as well. You have Rashford and Bruno. Well, I wouldn't count on either of them getting on the score sheet today. Could be another 0-0. Could be another 0-0 for all I'm concerned. We have to try and get the ball to Bruno Fernandes because he's the only one in this team that can do anything. He's the only one in the midfield that can bring the ball. There's no point keeping the ball to Fred or McTominay. If Fred or McTominay got to get the ball, they've got to get the ball forward to the forward players. Because I just don't trust either of them on the ball. Anyone in that back six, do not trust. Apart from the goalkeeper and Luke Shaw. And maybe Wan-Bissaka. But Bruno assists for Rashford, well, hopefully. Hopefully. All these bloody notifications. Look at all of this. McTominay isn't playing. Well, even worse, Matic. I don't want Matic on the ball. He's past. He should have gone out of this club about 2 years ago. Matic's confidence is gone. His confidence is gone. He went from last year, the back end of last year. Oh my God. Shelby well wide. What is David De Gea doing there? Apparently to BBC Sports, Rashford loves playing against Newcastle. Well, he's not going to love this one when David De Gea is doing that. What an idiot. Matic goal for Chelsea. Yes. But that was 4 or 5 years ago. You know, Matic is now in the tail end of his career. And we've done him dirty. He spent the back end of last season as a part of a midfield three with Pogba and Fernandes. And it worked. And it worked well. We come into this season, have one bad game against Spurs. And he's taken out. And we go to Fred and McTominay. We didn't play with Fred and McTominay last season at the back end of it. They didn't play at all. It was always Fred. It wasn't Fred. It was Matic. It was Pogba. And it was Bruno Fernandes. And now we've gone to playing this Matic and Fred back two. Sort of a back two in front of a back two. Oh, it just really annoys me. It really annoys me. Really annoys me. Foul there by the Cells. Maybe a goal here. Maybe not. Probably won't be. Won't amount to anything. We don't normally score from free kicks into the box. I just don't think we have the movement to do so. We've got one player to mark it towards, and that's Harry Maguire. Darlow. What's happened to Dubravka? Does anyone know what's happened to Dubravka? Is he injured or something? Marriott Bonvoy. Good header there from Luke Shaw. Oh my God. Maguire, please just pass back to the keeper. Thank you. De Gea's got to get it out quicker than this. Well, that's just not a great ball, is it? Go on, Martial. Foul for United again. Bruno, there's no point putting the ball in the box, mate. No one's going to get their head on it. We've got the movement of a dead salmon in the box with those players we got today. Martial, Rashford and Dan James are going to be in the box. Not one of those can score a header. Maybe Martial. None of the rest. Not Dan James and certainly not Rashford. Rashford doesn't score with his head. We don't have headers of the ball. If you're going to put the ball into the box, it's got to be on the ground. Martial looks like he's moving a bit better today, though, so... who knows? Are they mad? Apparently Wan-Bissaka's the best one-on-one defender in the league. I don't know what these commentators are on sometimes. I really don't. I really don't know what they're on. So I think they're smoking something. I don't think they're watching like I do. Wan-Bissaka's a good defender, but he's not one of the best one-on-one defenders in the league. And I tell you why he isn't. Because all you have to do is bait him to get on his arse on the floor and he goes in for a slide tackle. And then you've ripped him apart. All these deluded fans that say, oh, we can play Wan-Bissaka centre-back in a back three. He goes to ground all the time. I don't want my centre-backs on the ground unless it's last ditch. Unless it's last resort. They need to stay on their feet. They're giving bloody penalties away next. And we haven't done that too much this season. We haven't given many penalties away. Wow, how is that a foul? Just because he's on his arse on the floor. That's what all players have to do now when they go into a 50-50 challenge. Roll on the floor holding their ankle. Rah, rah, rah. The louder you scream, the more it looks convincing. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, we got a free kick. I'm standing right back up. Load of bollocks, mate. Load of bollocks, all this foul business. 50-50 challenge. Clipped him a little bit, but no need to roll around on the floor bloody screaming. The only reason players do that is to try and get the other player booked. When she know how to fix it, and they're doing the we will be gone. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the class before the time. Look at Wan-Bissaka getting bullied by St. Maximum. I do worry about our team midfielders just getting in no man's land. Oh no. Good hands from De Gea. Don Matic, lad. What a ball. I thought it was Dan James. It wasn't. Oh. Clever. Let it run, Maguire. Get it back to the goalkeeper. That's it. To Lindelof. Thank you. Let's just get the ball out of our half ASAP. No fucking about. Just get it out. Matic is a good player. But you've got to give it... Oh, I say that and he goes and does that. I've just praised him for playing well so far. We can't keep the ball because we've got none in the bloody team that can play a forward pass. We got one player who can play a forward pass. Two at a most. And that's Rashford and Bruno Fernandes and Luke Shaw. Three players. Matic and Fred don't pass forwards. They just go side to side. McTominay, I'd rather play... I don't want McTominay... I've said it before. I don't think Fred, McTominay or Matic are good enough to take us forward. Matic should be gone, and Fred and McTominay are bench players. We need two quality midfielders, and we've got one in fucking Van der Beek, but we ain't got a CDM so we can play him. It's infuriating sometimes. It really is. Here's Rashford. Oh my god. Rashy, what are you doing? Ow, my ears are popping. So what's all this from Maguire? Just going forward a few pace and just pumping the ball forward. Is that all we are? Is that all we can do? Just hit and hope? Where's our precision? Just play it on the bloody floor. We're much better technically, even though I don't like our midfielders. They're much better than the bloody ones that Newcastle got. John Shelvey. Shelvey is an average Premier League midfielder. Here's Dan James. Dan James can't cross a ball either. Oh. I say he can't cross, he put a decent ball in then. We're in turmoil of having a really weak midfield. We need a proper defensive midfielder. Get Van der Beek in that midfield and play Bruno at number 10. Don't be playing Van der Beek as a backup to Bruno Fernandes. In a team in our position, you don't buy a £35 million backup player. Liverpool or City, maybe. City at the moment, probably not Liverpool. They need some improvements, clearly. But United, no. We needed to buy in the summer first team players. And Van der Beek should have been a first team player, but we don't use him correctly. And I don't blame us for not using him, because we can't. Because we concede too many goals. We're now forced to play 2 CDMs to do one man's job. Fernandes shoots. And Jermaine Gina's saying that Martial would rather be on the left-hand side. I don't want him on the left-hand side. Sorry, you had your chance on the left-hand side. You didn't take it. You don't just get chance after chance playing for Manchester United. You're not bloody singing time after time. You get chances. Once your chance is gone, you'd be dropped to the bench. I don't know why Cavani isn't playing today. Probably a bit of a niggle. Fred, look. Fred's inability to play the ball forward. Sideways again. Luke Shaw now. Knows he can't put it in the box. Look at Martial. He's not even the furthest man forward. What is he? I'm sorry, but this man has got to be out of this team. I'm sorry, but if we need a forward player to replace him, let's just go and do it, because his movement and his positional awareness is rubbish. It's rubbish. He's playing like a sausage. No creativity. When are we attacking down the right-hand side? We don't. The whole season we bloody attack down the left-hand side because we're crying out for some fucking players who can play on the right-hand side. And in the summer we're going to have a bloody issue where do we prioritise a forward to play on the right-hand side in hope that it makes us better going forward, or do we improve our defence and still just attack left, left, left? I don't know. Ideally, I want all three players. That's all I ask for. CDM, centre-back, right winger. Play Diallo. Just give him a go over Dan James. Dan James does not play on the right-hand side. He can't do it. He can't cross the ball. He can't cross the ball. Wan-Bissaka doesn't go forward. Why? Because he's got to stay back to compensate for our shit midfield and defence now. First of all, it's just our defence, but today, our midfield has been shocking. This first 20 minutes. Shocking. Now Wan-Bissaka eventually goes forward. Here's Dan James with a shot. Wastes it. Wastes it. Gets to the edge of the box and just shoots. Doesn't know what else to do. Can't pick out a pass, so just shoots. It's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace, some of the things we do in this club. How many players can actually pick out a forward pass? At last we attack down the right-hand side and it goes straight back into the middle again. And Martial gets pushed off the ball. What a fucking idiot. Almiron's through now. Lindelof, good defending. Luke Shaw now on the left-hand side. Predictable FC. That's what we should call ourselves. Just got nothing. Gone. Good play. Better play than what it was. Jolinton can't sprint. He's sprinting, he's jogging. He's slow as fuck. It's like having Andy Carroll in bloody front of you. Hello, Nabon. What a flop Jolinton's been, eh? He's been crap. He's been rubbish for Newcastle. How many years has he been there now? 2? Didn't get a notification. It's fine. Go on, Matic. Didn't even jump for it. Good interception, Rashford. Can't keep the bloody ball for the life of us. I'm watching Home Alone on TV in this stream. I wouldn't bother. It's going to be a dull game. What have we done this first half? We're back to how we played. Instead of playing like we did against Real Sociedad, all we've done for 25 minutes is let the game drift. We haven't done F all. We haven't done fuck all. We haven't created any chances. We haven't created nothing in 25 minutes. Now there's a problem. And I've identified the problems. Problem number 1. Your 2 midfield players, not excluding Fernandes because he's part of the forward 4. Your 2 midfield players can't make a forward pass. Fred and Matic do not pass forward because they are a CDM. That's not their job. It's not their fault 2 of them get played because we can't defend our centre-backs. Problem number 2. We are without a right midfielder. Rashford is a left midfielder. We're without a right midfielder. So our right midfielders suck. We've got Greenwood there and we've got Dan James there. Dan James is playing out of position. He's not a right winger. He's a left winger. Playing where Rashford is playing. He's playing there because we've got no one else to play there because Greenwood isn't fit. Because we played on Thursday. Because we cocked it up in the Champions League. And we're now playing on bloody Thursday nights. So there's our 2 problems where the team balance is all over the place. And until those 2 aspects of the team balance are fixed, these performances will go on until one of these players retire. Who do I play? Who do we play next in the Premier League? I haven't got a clue. Let me have a look. Chelsea on Sunday. 4:30 kickoff. That'll be a tough game against Chelsea. They're in good form. Can't sit there and let that game drift. You might as well turn off and just come on for the second half, because that's when you'll see United turn up. Go on, Dan James. Too slow. Watch along. There'll be a watch along. Yeah, I'm not working, so there'll be a watch along. We got a midweek game as well against Sociedad. The home leg, even though it's not being played at home. Matic ball in. No point putting the ball in. Better play here. Better play. Why is Wan-Bissaka going for the shot? Oh. Three attempts on goal in 28 minutes. That's barely one chance every 10 minutes we're creating. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Just slow, sideways passing. I think it'll be a similar result to the West Brom one we'll get today. Another 0-0. Or we'll lose. Here's Rashford. Rashford shoots! It's in! Rashford scores for Manchester United. Rashford scores. Let's go. Marcus Rashford scores. And what a goal it was. Individual ability, saving our arse again. Newcastle don't know what to do. Nice goal here. Good skill from Rashford. Comes in from... Look, would Martial have done this if he was playing on the left-hand side? No, he wouldn't. Why does it say 3 hours? Oh, God. What? Why does it say... I don't know why it shows 3 hours. Has it sorted now? It's sorted. I don't know why it showed... My app for this is rubbish. Right, let's update the score. 1-0. Won't be 9-0. Did that update on the thing? I know sometimes it doesn't. It does. Okay, good. Jermaine Genius schooling Newcastle on the commentary. Used to play for him, didn't he? No, it won't sharpen up the passing. It'll get worse. We'll be even more lackluster now. Well, we got the goal. We can let the game float. Where is Joe Willett? Oh my God. Good clearance. Corner here for Newcastle. Amaron on the corner. With the outswing, with the in swinger rather. No. Shelby with the outswinger. Good clearance from Martial. So Maximum shoots! Good save, David De Gea. That's why he's our number one. Oh, he's right at him. Oh, it was 1-1. So Maximum scores. Set pieces kill us again. What is De Gea supposed to do there? Who's marking him? No one. No one's marking him. Look, Luke Shaw, Lindelof just sat there watching. Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Idiots. All our defenders, they're too scared to go in. They're too scared to mark tight. It's just disgraceful. They just stand there and just watch it happen. We watch and we sit there and watch the shit unfold across us. Another clean sheet gone. We can see too many goals because our defenders are too passive. What did Jerome Balone say? He said N-I-G-G. Now look, Bruno's getting in a fight. Fred's pushing and shoving. Funny name. Hello. Not saying your name. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Fuck me! Ah. What's wrong with your name? I'm not pronouncing your last name. I'll call you Jess. I'm not doing the last one. That's your genuine name. Well, I'm not going to say it. Somehow, I've already got some pen on the new Pokemon playmat. Oh, no. All four of this back line I worry about. Luke Shaw, defensively, you know, one-on-one is fine, but in the air, not really confident. Fred's been shocking today. Wan-Bissaka's been awful. Maguire and Lindelof have both looked shit. All our defenders are too passive. I don't like passive defending. Just get in there. Just get the ball and fucking get rid of it. Who is Shola Shoretire? He's on the bench. He's from the under 18s, I think. I don't think he'll be coming on. But who scored for Newcastle? Some Maximum. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. Sick of our inability to fucking defend. Look at Fred! Oh my god, he's been shocking today. One of our better players and he's been fucking shit. Absolute rubbish. People sit there and think Fred can be our main man in the midfield. Are you fucking for real? These fans need to stop being so deluded. Get Diallo. I would have played Diallo. Fred's with a shot. Look at Martial. On his arse and he's not even on the ball. I'd put Diallo on over Dan James. Dan James is out of position. He's out of position. He's not a right winger. He's a left winger. He likes to come in. Stop ranting. I won't stop ranting. Just if I was a Liverpool fan watching that disgraceful performance, yes, there'd be ranting. Because it's not good enough. It's not bloody good enough. Like the trim, thank you. But it's not good enough. How are we ever going to move forward? We're going to be stuck in this position for years. This top four. Poor defending. Top four. I want more than top four. We've got a 17-year-old on the bench, yes. I'd rather play him than some of these idiots on here. If he can pass the ball forward, put him on the pitch. Fucking hell. I would be taking Fred off at half time. He's been rubbish. Get him off. Bay hasn't really... The two centre-backs didn't cause the problem with the goal. Eric Bay probably would have just stood there and watched, because I generally think that's how we're coaching to defend. I generally think that's how we're coaching our players to defend. Just stand there and watch. Because it doesn't just happen once or twice. It happens time after time after time again. And most of the time we get away with it. But today we haven't. It could be another draw. Another draw. We're going back to the Van Hal era bloody 5 years ago. Draw. 1-1 draw. 0-0 draw. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We're the biggest club in England. And we're playing like we're playing with a small club mentality. Backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, sideways. It's like bloody watching a game of rugby. All of our play comes down the right-hand side. Or left-hand side, rather. No play happens on the right. Dan James and Wan-Bissaka might as well not even be on the pitch. Because you never see them on the ball. Dan James is in acres of space over on the right-hand side. And no one passes him the ball. Why does no one pass him the ball? Because they know he's dross. They know he's crap. There's no point giving him the ball because all he's going to do is go backwards. All Wan-Bissaka's going to do is go backwards or have a stupid shot. So there's no point playing it to the left, to the right-hand side of the pitch. All they saw, Wan-Bissaka's getting better at attacking. Rubbish. What's he done today? He's the furthest man back on the pitch. The centre-halves are higher than him on the pitch. So what's he doing? Well, he can do what he likes because he's lazy and he can do what he wants because week in, week out, he's going to get played. There's no one to compete with that position. Not one. Not one player can compete. Why have we still got Brandon Williams at the club? He should have gone on loan. He's not being used as a backup left back. We've got a backup left back. And he's not being used as a rotation right back because he doesn't get played. We could have played Brandon Williams on Thursday, but we didn't play him. Dan James with a burst of pace. There's no point. Because look, he goes backwards again. Backwards, sideways. And then they get back in position. Martial clapping his hands. Like the draft, thought it was much better than the first one. I'll tell you what, there was a big part at the end of that video where I had to cut out for about half an hour. I had one player that was left short. Brighton were only on 2 players at the end. And I'd put Pjanic's name next to Pjanic rather than Brighton. If Phil Jones was playing, we'd be up 4-0. We'd probably be losing 4-0. Doesn't matter when Phil Jones comes back from injury. He's not going to be playing. He offers nothing different to Lindelof or Maguire. In fact, he's worse than Lindelof and Maguire. It'd be a downgrade putting him in the team. When's part 2? Wednesday. I've got it recorded. Just need to edit it. Ollie said he wants him to play. Well, if he plays him, then I would question... If he plays Phil Jones, I would question his managerial stay at the club. I'd be in severe question. If he plays Phil Jones over a fit Eric Bailly, he actually has a screw loose. He has a screw loose. Where's Donny? Have a guess. Where is he normally? On the bench. Where Donny van der Beek always plays. On the bench. Bench warmer. Two minutes at a time. And a stupid ball from Maguire again. What is his problem? What is it? What is our obsession with playing the ball in the air? Just play the ball on the floor. Oh wait, we can't play the ball on the floor because we haven't got any players in this team with the ability to do so. Fred's job in this team is not passing the ball. All Fred does is run and intercept. He doesn't pick out any top quality passes, and nor does Matic. Matic, all he does is pass the ball backwards. If we're going to play Matic, we've got to play someone next to him who can pass the ball, not Fred. Fred and Matic does not work. Matic and McTominay, yes. McTominay and Fred, yes. Donny and Matic, yes. Donny and Fred, yes. Donny and McTominay, no. But this midfield two we're playing today doesn't work. There's no creativity in either of them. They can't get the ball. We can't get the ball from the back 6 to the front 4 without playing a ball over the top and hoping for the best. We can't play it on the floor. We've got the same issue that Wickham have. Can't play the ball on the floor. Offside. It's not... You know... If I was Donny, I'd be screaming and move away from United. Well, let me tell you this. If he stays in the summer, either we're giving him false promises, or we've just killed his ambition, or we've killed his ambition for football, like we've done with a lot of these players. Like Romero, like Mata. They should have all forced their way out of the club by now. What game is it tonight? What do you mean? As in after the stream, it's career mode. Van der Beek should be club captain on the bench. He should be. There we go. Half time. The Dross is back. What can I say? What can I say? The same thing happens every fucking week. Every bloody week I say the same thing. Rip Carrot. What do you mean, rest in peace, Carrot? Think Newcastle will win 2-1 and Maguire to score an... Maguire's not going to score an own goal. Newcastle winning 2-1, I can see happening. As I've said before, people who think that Man United are guaranteed in top 4 don't even bother, because when we're in the shit, we just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. When we're in a rut, it takes us ages to get out that rut. Absolutely ages. We've got nothing fresh from the January transfer window. We've got a £36 million... Look, we've got a £36 million midfielder sat on the bench doing nothing. And a £36 million winger on the bench doing nothing. You think you'll finish second or third? We'll only finish second or third because all the other teams behind us are bottling it as well. You're eating a folded pizza. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I've written off this season already. We can't win the Europa League. We can't win the Europa League. And I'll tell you why we can't win the Europa League. If we're putting all of our eggs in the baskets to win the Europa League, and let's just say we play a Leicester or a Spurs or even an Arsenal in the final, we could lose. We could easily lose. There's a lot of good teams in the Europa League that I don't want to play. Lindelof's still playing. Of course he is. That's the thing. We play Bailly on Thursday. It's like it is generally like he's prioritised the Europa League. And maybe he's going for that trophy, but I think it'd be very, very silly to throw the top 4 to go for Europa League like what Jose Mourinho did. Because if you fuck that up, we're back playing Thursday nights again, and I can't deal with that. We haven't gone forward. If he doesn't get Champions League football this season, I'd be questioning his tenure. I'd be questioning his tenure at the club. I really would. And if they do keep him on, then he has to be back to in the transfer window. Has to be backed. If they don't back him, then he's going to be gone the next season anyway. I believe you. Oh, my back's itching. Oh. You ever get an itch that you just can't reach? I've got that at the moment. That's better. It's this bloody club. Who's better, Jose or Ollie? I mean, tactically, Jose Mourinho is better, but I think Ollie has had us playing better football. But the football that we play with Ollie isn't consistent enough. If we could play games like we did against Sociedad, we're fine. But if we play like we are today, with no passes, no creativity in the team, then we're not going to go forward. We'll consistently be on that top 4 fringe, and it will come to April, and we'll be maybe 2 or 3 points from the top 4, and maybe put it out the bag. You need a fast centre-back desperately, but why not play Bailly? I don't know, mate. You know, I can't answer. I generally don't have the answer for you. I don't have the answer. I would have played Lindelof and Maguire on Thursday and rested Bailly for today. Premier League game's going to be tougher than a Sociedad game at a neutral ground. Especially if we do... Oh, my back is itching like a bloody dog. Especially as we always play crap at home. But I don't think Bailly would have stopped that goal, because I think it's generally how our coaches are coaching this manager. Or coaching our players. Or if they're not, our players just aren't good enough. When that ball went into St. Maximin, both Lindelof and Luke Shaw stood there and watched it unfold in front of them. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. But I'm going to quickly head downstairs, get something. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I don't have any Doritos. Why do I have Doritos? I've just eaten dinner. Why would I be getting Doritos when I've just eaten? Most touches are all defensive players. Paul Scholes, he thinks the biggest weakness in this team is defence. I don't think it. I know it is. It's amateur defending, it really is. If in doubt, get it out. I go by that all the time. If in doubt, get it out. Yeah, right, we don't want you in defence. Well, for dinner I had roast beef. That was a little bit overcooked. I don't want the break. I don't want to sit through this second half with shit. Because it's not going to get any better unless someone gets taken off. Sausage and chips. Nice. They do their job. Sausage and chips. You had burgers? Oh, banging. Banging. I do love a burger. If I go to a restaurant, my dish of choice is either a steak or a burger. But it's got to be a nice one. I'm not a huge fan of these greasy, kind of burgers. If it's going to be a burger, it's going to be a nice one. Although I do have a burger from the fish and chip shop, but not all the time. I'll only have a burger from the fish and chip shop if I'm having fish and chips at home. If I have fish and chips anywhere else, I'll get a fish. Like by the sea, I won't get a burger, I'll get a fish. I'll have a bit of cod and some chips. I don't have mushy peas though, because I'm not a huge fan of mushy peas. Ow, I just cut myself with my scissors. Ba, 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 ba. What's this advert for? Something spicy. Chocolate, I think. Yeah. That's organic chocolate. Intense dark chocolate. Oh no, it's green and black's chocolate. I don't mind their chocolate, but it is very rich. I've had their black chocolate. All chocolates that colour apart from white ones. I had their dark chocolate before, which is, I had 90% cocoa. My lord, I couldn't finish the thing off. It was so rich. It was so rich. I couldn't finish it. Ow. I've dropped something. Oh, talking of KFC. Is that KFC? No, it's not. It's McDonald's. The Grand Big Mac. Drive-through McDelivery. No McDelivery in this area, mate. Commercial break, back shortly. Went to get some cake. Nice. What cake is it? What cake did you go and get? How has Hector Bellerin developed an English accent? There's one manager I do feel sorry for at the moment, and that's going to be birthday cake from my sister's birthday. Oh, nice. There's one manager who's going to have it tough this summer, and that's going to be Gareth Southgate. And I tell you why. It's what formation he plays in the Euros. Because watching James Maddison today for Leicester, James Maddison has to play in the English team. He has to play. Has to play. But I don't think he can play in a three-back. Not unless we play Barnes to the Euros. Well, he looks good. He's got a conundrum because he's got a load of good talent. That's if it happens. It may not happen. I think it will. It'll be behind closed doors, though, I think. Ba 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 ba. Second half kicks off. No Maguire. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, then here's a question to any of you in the chat. If you could pick an England lineup for the Euros, who would you go with? While you think about yours, I'll go through mine. Goalkeeper, I'd probably say Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson, goalkeeper. Left back, I'd probably go... You know what? I'd probably go Luke Shaw. Centre backs, we'll get into on TV. I think so. Centre backs, I'd probably have to go for Keane. No, is Joe Gomez going to be fit? I don't know. Let's go with Joe Gomez isn't going to be fit. I'd probably go Keane and maybe Maguire because I don't think we've got anyone else. Maybe John... Actually, no. I might go Keane and John Stones, but I don't think he'll keep Maguire out. So I think he'll be... I'd probably say Maguire and Stones at the back like they had in the World Cup. Right back, I think you go with Trent. I don't really think anyone else can play there. I'd go for 4-2-3-1. So 2 CDMs would be Henderson and Rice. Attacking midfielder would probably be... That's a tough one. Do I go with Grealish or Maddison? I think I'm going to go with Maddison. And then on the left, I'd probably have to go for Rashford. On the right, I'd probably play Sterling or Sancho. And striker, I'd play Kane, seeing as Vardy doesn't want to play international football. If Vardy was going to play international football, I'd go with him over Kane. But Kane's the captain, so he's going to play, isn't he? So Kane would be striker. But that's what I'd put. That's what I'd put for the England team. That'll be good in the summer, though, won't it? Euros watch-alongs. Lee Thompson. Someone needs to sign some Maxim before he goes to the Championship. Well, I think he will go down to the Championship. Pope, Shaw, Keenstones, Walker. Carl Walker. Trent, Maddison, Rice, Sancho, Sterling. What formation are you playing with that? 4-3-3, I'm guessing. Could work. Forward for Trent, centre mid. Could work. When do the Euros end? Because I want to know if there's football on my birthday. I don't know the dates. Have they announced the dates for the Euros yet? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't give high hopes for England anyway. Calvert-Lewin, backup striker. He'd have to go, wouldn't he? Good save, David De Gea. Vardy needs to come out of international retirement. 1-0 Monaco versus PSG. I don't think Vardy... Why should Vardy come out of international retirement and play for that that crocker shite that we're going to play in the Euros? Because he's not going to play 4 at the back. He's going to go 5 at the back. Boring football. And I think we'll probably get out the group. Maybe that'll be it. We're not going to win it. We're nowhere near good enough to win it. And it'll be the defence that lets us down because defensively we're crap. Why are we talking about Juan Mata? We've got to move on from these OAP players. Juan Mata, don't get me wrong, Mata's a great player, but we've got to move on. They can't play eternally. These new players coming up have to be able to do the job. Otherwise, we are fucked. Because we're not going to buy the players. We only make 1 or 2 decent signings a season. We're still going to be bloody buying players in 10 years. Oh my God. Mata is past his day. Look, as I said before, Mata should be in the retirement home. We should have got rid of him about 2 years ago. He's got no sell-on value now. His contract will end and he'll be gone, or we'll bloody extend it for another 3 years. We'll keep him playing here till he's 40. Still keep talking about how he can pick a pass. Newcastle are well on top at the moment. Mata might be older than your nan. He probably is. I think he's about, what, 33 now? I can see this being a 1-1. I don't see us scoring again. How old is Juan Mata? Let's see, shall we? Oh, look. The commentators have been picked up right now. Matic and Fred don't work together because they're both fucking CDMs every bloody time. I just have to bloody say it. I could bloody run the bloody club better than this bloody manager. Even I can see that I shouldn't be playing Fred and Matic together. It'd be like in career mode playing Henriksen and Svartins together. It's not going to work because they do the same thing. I don't have to be paid millions of pounds a year like our coach. Look, Rashford doesn't cross because he's not going to cross. I don't have to be paid millions of pounds a year to sit here and work out Matic and Fred don't play together. I don't have to be paid millions of pounds a year to work that out. And nor do you. Any of you in this chat can sit there and tell me Matic and Fred are two CDMs that are going to want to do the same thing. Sit in front of the front two and trip each other up. And that's all we do. Now look, that's Ryan Fraser coming on now. Ollie out. I don't think it's anything to do with Ollie out because I think I don't know. I don't know what the club. The problem is, as outsiders, we don't know why Van der Beek was bought. Was Van der Beek bought to be a first team player, or was he generally bought to be a backup to Bruno Fernandes? If he was, that's not on the manager. The manager hasn't told him to go out and buy Van der Beek, has he? The manager wanted Grealish. He wanted probably to play out on the right-hand side. He wanted... Actually, no, because he wanted Sancho to play on the right. He probably wanted Grealish to play on the left or down the middle. Or actually, no, Grealish can play wide left. And then, you know, he wanted a centre-back, and we didn't get him any. We didn't get him anything. We got him a £38 million centre-mid that we're not entirely sure why we've got him. Here's Matic. Dan James! Dan James scores! Dan James scores for Manchester United! Daniel James gets on the score sheet again. Eventually, we pick the space out on the right-hand side and we get the goal. You know why they weren't marking there? Because we haven't played a single pass to the poor boy for 56 minutes of the game. He might as well not have been played, and I feel so sorry for people playing on the right-hand side, and it generally makes me feel upset, because he's been in so much space for the whole game. The left-back doesn't even mark him, because he knows we're not going to pass the ball to him. He's been crying for the ball the whole game. It makes me so sad that he doesn't get the ball. Because he could, if we gave the right-hand side the ball, we'd be able to do something a lot better. And we just never do it. We don't have the confidence in him, and he could be a decent player. But you've got to give him time, and you've got to give him games, and you've got to give him the ball. There's no point putting Dan James on the pitch to not give the ball to him. He's not going to learn anything from that. He's a young lad. He's, 22, 23 years old? Just coming into his prime years. He might not be a world-class player, but he could be a good utility player. Fernandez gets an assist as well. Brilliant. Dan James scored. Jesus, he doesn't touch the ball. He doesn't touch the ball. He doesn't touch the ball because we don't play down the right-hand side at all. If we gave him the ball, who knows what he could do? But we haven't passed the ball to him at all. Hence, when he got the ball, Jamal Lewis looked at him and moved away from him when we were about to pass the ball across the box to him, because he knew that we weren't going to pass the ball to him. If we do something different, if we changed our directional attack to attacking, we might actually get something from this game. Fred's been poor. I'll be taking Fred off the pitch. He's had a tragic game today. Take him off the pitch. He's been crap. He's been rubbish today, Fred. Get him off the pitch. Oh, good shot from Martial. Matic on the ball. Poor defending from Jamal Lewis, because he doesn't think the ball is going to go there. If you've played 56 minutes of a game and your winger hasn't had the ball passed to him, you're not going to bother marking him. And eventually we've changed it up and we've managed to get a goal. Where is the thing I'm looking for? There it is. You expect poor defending from Newcastle. They're 17th in the league for a reason. They're not a good team. What goal was better, first or second? I think the first was better. Don't get me wrong, Dan James's goal is a good finish, but I think Rashford's required more technical ability. I think Newcastle could be in trouble this season. I think West Brom and Sheffield are destined to be relegated, but I think it could be a toss-up between Newcastle and Fulham going down with them. And if Newcastle do go down, there's a few tasty players that they have that I wouldn't mind having. St Maximin being one. St Maximin's goal is a good goal. Poor defending from United, but he kicked it, he shot it, it bounced off the wet ground and just skidded in the net. Newcastle haven't played bad today. Maybe they will, you know, just about get through. But I think, again, the second half would be much better. You need to mark James on your pitch. Oh, yes. I do, don't I? I need to give him his credit. Poor lad. Let's get the goal. Is it on the right player? No, it's not. Go ahead. Cool. What's Maguire doing? Maguire is literally touching up Lascelles. Here we go then. 2-1 to United. One more gone. I've got my prediction right. 3-1. We could get another if we play well. Rashford on the ball, looking for the pass. We just don't have players who can cross. Look, we were all the way up the pitch, now we're back to Maguire. If we're going to cross the ball, I think we should try and get it to Dan James, seeing as he's on his stronger foot down that side. Shoots. Pickford, Godfrey, Holgate, Keane, Baku, Digne. Playing 5 at the back. Allen, Madison, Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison. Nice. Martial. Oh. Offside. Baku's a beast. Come on, 25 minutes to go. Have I heard of the player Baku? I haven't, no. There's this person who predicts Premier League scores on YouTube, and I comment in the comments what I think the scores will be, and I said Arsenal 0, Man City 7. Well, I think Manchester City played a little bit passively today. Ooh. He plays for Wolfsburg. Oh, I think I know the one you're on about. They should be saying, unfortunately, is a starter for England and captain for Man United. What time is Crimmid on tonight? Well, as soon as this game finishes, will give me like 15 minutes and I'll go live with the career modes. So probably be about 9:15. Ooh. Where is our midfield? Matic, just clear it. You look bored? I am bored. Watch this. This hasn't been a great game. It really hasn't. Here's Dan James. Martial on this left-hand side. To Rashford. Fred. Lindelof. Why is Bruno so far back? And I'm being a man is so beautiful. What game's in the career mode tonight? I don't know. Oh, we got tough games. We got Liverpool. We got big games. It's the tough month. So we've got Everton, I think, first. We've got Liverpool. Greenwood's coming on for Martial. We got big games. Very big games. Top games. Should be good. Martial off. Greenwoods. We actually make a substitution before the 90th minute of the game. Everton fans are deluded. Why? What are they saying? They're better than They're better than Liverpool. Well, in terms of their squad, they're not, but in terms of form, they are. I think Merseyside. Well, Merseyside is far from being blue. They had one result. If Everton finish higher than Liverpool, then for one season, Merseyside would be blue. At the moment, Everton are playing better than Liverpool. But I wouldn't say it's blue after one result. West Ham for Champions League could happen. I don't think it will. I think Chelsea will get there before them. I think Chelsea will get them. Liverpool are still higher. That's why I said that Merseyside isn't blue at the moment. But if they finish higher than Liverpool in the season, then they would be for a season. And you're only level on goal difference, and Everton have got a game in hand. So when Everton play their game in hand, they would be... Liverpool haven't won in their... Liverpool have lost the last 4 games. Everton have only won 1 of their last 4 games, so they're not actually that much better at the moment. But it all depends on what happens at the end of the season. Plus, they still celebrate... Well, you know, you can't blame losing... You know, having an injury is very unfortunate, but you've got to deal with it. Liverpool aren't the only team that have an injury. It's like Jurgen Klopp said. He said, if this was a season under usual circumstances, i.e. no injuries and with fans, the gap wouldn't be 16 points to the top. And he's probably right. In the draft, you spelt Sheffield wrong. I don't... You know, I know what it means. You know, I don't. My spelling doesn't have to be perfect. Sheffield spelt right on the game, so... It's just notes. Rashford. Penalty for Manchester United. Here comes Bruno. He's going to be stepping up. Willock gives away the penalty. Arsenal donkeys. Here comes Bruno. Here comes Bruno for your fancy Premier League. Get your captaincy on Bruno. He's got an assist and he's about to get a goal. Awful from Willock. Sheffield is blue. Well, clearly not. They're both as bad as each other. Wednesday are crap and United are crap. Can Bruno get the pen? Probably not. He's probably going to miss it. He scored it. Southwest is green. I don't think anyone really cares about the Southwest in terms of football. Bruno Fernandes. I don't care if he scores penalties. You're not going to trigger him. I'd rather we have a player who can score penalties rather than not. And I've hit my prediction. If the score can stay as it is right now, lads, I'll be well on my way. Ooh, Mason. $15 minutes to go then. They're taking some Max Mam off. Interesting. Here's Fred. Shoots. Oh my God. What an idiot. Fucking hell. Gonna see what I said the score would be. Okay. Ooh, good pass there from Fred. It would have been if the ball was there. You said 3-0. I'd never go over United clean sheet because I know we'll make at least one mistake in a game that will cost a goal. If we're gonna go, we'll concede. If we're gonna play a game, we're gonna concede at least one. Even to the worst teams in the league like these, we'll concede at least one goal. You might as well just predict however many goals you think Man United will score, and then one for the other team. Dwight Gale coming on. Almiron. At least Newcastle make subs. We don't. I think we'll rest quite a lot of players on Thursday, though. We can afford to. Went over there and got the job done, didn't we? Not that it was really an away leg, but class in the away leg. 4 away goals. You can't ask for much more than that, can you? Play at home. I don't even care if that's a 0-0 boring, sleepless game. And we play the second team and we give all of our first team players a rest. Playing how United are playing, do you reckon you can beat Chelsea? Of course. If we play how we play in this second half, we can. In the first half, we won't, because they'll punish our mistakes. We're always going to have defensive mistakes, regardless of how well we play. We'll always have defensive mistakes. Do I think we can outscore Chelsea? Yes. Because they're defensively not great either. Better than us, but they do have mistakes in them. Who timed you out? That was Nabon. Not me. Probably because you were spanning Bruno Fernandes. Go on, Matic, lad. Greenwood ball over for Dan James. Oh. Didn't he just scored an own goal? Oh, no. Oh. How long do I take making a thumbnail? For streams, not very often. I have a template. I change the picture on the template. I change the episode thing on the I change the episode number on the template. I don't make it I don't make it fresh each time. 5 minutes max. I don't have time to sit here making really complex thumbnails. With the experiments, that can take a while, like 5-10 minutes. Nothing much more. Ooh. Maguire's desperate for a goal. Oh. Just wide. To the place I belong, to Old Trafford to see United. Take me home, country road. Take me home, country road. To the place I belong, to Old Trafford to see United. Take me home, country road. Have I ever taken international management offers on FIFA? I have. I don't normally on career modes just because it adds extra games I don't really want to play. But if I'm doing like a simulated one, then sometimes I do. Not very often though. To be honest, I don't really care about international football. You know, England haven't got a chance of winning the Euros or World Cup. So apart from having, you know, a different game of football, seeing different groups of players playing against each other, I don't really care too much for international football. The passion for international football wasn't the same as it was 20, 30 years ago. Overcomplicates things. Greenwood there. Gonna send you a thumbnail and you have to rate it out of 10. Sure. Oh! Oh! Greeny. Greenwood! Let's come off bloody Fred. Juan Mata's coming on. So Juan Mata gets game time over Diallo or... haven't I got any cup games? I think I do, yes. Oh. Check my emails. Okay, hold on. I don't see anything. I don't see anything on there. Shola Shoratore's coming on. I haven't got a picture for him, but it's so close to the end of the game. There's no point really putting him on. Look at that. The 17-year-old's coming on. Shola Torre is coming on with one matter. The generation old and generation young. Dan James coming off for Mata. And Rashford coming on for Shoratore. Shola Shoratore. Could end up like another Axel. Could end up like another Angel Gomez, couldn't he? Go on, lad. Let's have a good few minutes. What position does he play? Left wing, I think. You resent it. Oh, here we go. To rate it as a thumbnail, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Where's the Longstaff brothers? I think we'll have about probably 3 minutes at a time here. At least bloody Shoratore's bloody tracking people down. Only a 5. Yeah, 5 or 6. My man of the match today would be Luke Shaw. Actually, maybe not. Rashford, maybe. I said 3 minutes at a time. Sure, Torre better than Martial. Well, you never know. You never know what could be ahead. Why has a player in career mode been sold? And I've not sold them. I'll put them on the transfer list or loan list. Maybe their contract was expiring. And they agreed a pre-contract agreement. Luke Shaw, man of the match. Release clause. Possibly, yeah, it could be release clause. Although they tell you if they were going to be sold. Either release clause or pre-contract. Go on, Mason. Go on, Shoratore. Could even score. He's making some good runs, this kid. I said he could come on, and I said he should. I said he could come on, and you said he wouldn't. Well, I would have given it to Diallo personally, seeing as he cost us 36 million euros. But there we go. Full time must be. Come on. Blow for full time. As soon as the hair kicks the ball, be blowing that. Yep, there we go. 3-1 to Manchester United. Another bad result, or bad performance really, but get the result. Next Rashford maybe. Well, we'll see, won't we? He's only 17 years old. You know, he's got a long way to come. But, you know, good for him to get some minutes. And, you know, a good 3 points. So 3 points where we got teams around the top 6 dropping points. And it's points that we'll need to get into the top 4. If we can start making the top 4 comfortable, when it comes to the harder Europa League games, we can play the better team for the Europa League, because it doesn't matter if we do only scrape draws or maybe even a loss in the Premier League, because we've already got the work done. And we're nowhere near the top of the Premier League, so, you know, I think the best we'll be able to get this season is the best of the rest. So, yeah. See for career mode and what time. Give me 20 minutes, so 9:15. I'll be on for the career mode. But thank you all for tuning in for the watch along. And I'll see you all 20 minutes. We'll be over on the Xbox to do the career mode. Peace out.